Alright guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of this Chelsea PES 19 career mode. Yeah, things could have been a bit better, couldn't they, last episode? 2 games, 2 losses. Only bit of business we did was signing Ousmane Dembele from Barcelona, and I say only bit of business, well let's face it, that is a good bit of business because he's an amazing player, but hopefully this episode we can get a little bit more business done. Thinking about that, if I can find out where it is it manager's options? No. Negotiations, there we go, right. Still learning my way around menus on this game, as you can probably tell. We have put some players on the transfer, well not the transfer hub because that's FIFA, but on the listed players section. Probably players that are a little bit obvious thinking about it, but players that should really improve the squad. We've got Virgil van Dijk, don't need to say out about any of these players I don't think really. The 2 centre-back options would be Van Dijk, who is 87 rated, and Kimpembe from PSG is younger than Van Dijk. He's also only 82 rated, so he's not much of an improvement over what we've already got, which is why I'm tempted to go for Van Dijk more than Kimpembe. But I think Kimpembe can probably grow a lot more, whereas Van Dijk's sort of like the finished article now. Van Dijk's probably going to cost more as well, but I do think Van Dijk might be the person to try and bring in to really shore up that defence. And if we can trade maybe Cahill or another defender for Van Dijk, then even better. We've also got Isco that I'm thinking about primarily for out wide rather than in the middle, because obviously I don't play with a player in behind the cam. I play 3 in centre of midfield, but he can play on either wing. He's 86 rated, and again I think we can maybe offer a trade with Real Madrid, so maybe try and get rid of Willian, or maybe even someone like Fabregas, just get rid of one of the players that we have got transfer listed, maybe even Giroud, just see who Madrid would be interested in and go from there. And the last one that I'm interested in is, because we are looking to offload Giroud, would be Gabriel Jesus from Manchester City. Quality player, you know, he scores plenty of goals for City and should probably do the same for us as well. If we can bring him in, having Jesus and Morata as rotation strikers, what could be better? Other than maybe like Neymar or Mbappe or Messi or Ronaldo or a player like that. But obviously, you know, first season we're not going to get anybody like that anyway. Second season maybe, but this is first season. So I think we'll start by just working his way down. I think we'll try and go in for Van Dijk first, see who we can offload as a swap, and then take it from there. So let's start transfer negotiations, and if we see what players we have to trade, they're obviously going to be, they're interested in Fabregas, so that might be a good start. No interest in Willian. They've got slight interest in Gary Cahill, so we'll probably have to offer more money. That might be the more sensible option. They're also quite interested in Van Hinkel, who's a player that I'm probably not going to play, but is probably good as backup for the players that are going to play more often in centre. I think we'll try offering Gary Cahill and see how much cash we'd have to stump up. So they'd want 10 million plus Cahill. I think I'm prepared to pay that because we have got the money for it. Now I want to try and get rid of that release fee. In 2 years, if we just stick a load of bonuses in and offer a little bit more, 90% chance of signing him on that deal. So I think that is what we will offer him. It only goes down 1. Yeah, I think that's sort of like a fair offer. Hopefully if we can then sell some players, then we will boost that salary budget right back up. I'm going to submit that. Unless we can get that starting money down and just put a win bonus up. Yeah, 10 grand. That takes it up to 90%. It's all obviously going to come out at salary bonus anyway, but we've got it up to 95%. So let's put that offer in and see what Liverpool say. And the second one I'm going to go in for is Gabriel Jesus, and we'll start negotiations for him. Again, we're going to see who we can trade away. They might have interest. They're interested in Willian. They've got no interest in Giroud. Slight interest in Fabregas. I think we might offer him Willian. Although Willian at City, do I really want that? I'm not sure I do. Who else we got? Anybody? Oh, they're not interested in anybody else. No, they're not interested in anybody else. So the only one that we can really offer would be Fabregas or Willian. I am more concerned about offering Willian than Fabregas. Let's see if there's a big difference in the money that they'd want. There's a 100% chance of a straight swap, apparently. They want no cash with Fabregas. I'm immensely happy with that. So let's just try and sort these contracts out a little bit and see what we have to do to get Jesus on side. He does want a fair old chunk of money, although we could put the release clause up to get it to 100%, but I'd rather not use release clauses because I don't like losing players. We offer the bonuses right up. Alright, that's a lot of money in bonuses, but that does keep his wages below sort of 4 million, which is kind of what I want. So it's a 2-year contract that we've just offered him. We'll send that one in. And then obviously the final player that I'm going to go in for is Isco. And obviously we can't afford wages for all of these straight up anyway, so we are going to have to do some business. But hopefully if we can get just the offers in and get some agreements made, then now they're interested in like half the team. They would be interested in Giroud. Is there anybody else that's on transfer list? They'd be interested. Victor Moses. That's a deal that I'm happy with. But they want a lot of cash. He's on big money as well. That's a worry. Might not be able to afford him at this rate. They've slapped these bonuses right up. Yeah, it would be on big money if we signed Isco, especially for somebody that's on rotation. But if we can get rid of a lot of the players that we've got transfer listed, then that might not be too bad. Yeah, let's try and go for him. It's a lot of money to spend on him, but offer is in. Now we're just got to wait for some of these to come back. So we've not had any of the negotiations come back to us before it's time for the next game. So we are going to crack on with this final friendly tournament game. We are against Olympic Lyon. And we have gone with a bit of rotation again. Cahill comes in at centre-back in place of, was it Christiansen that we were playing at centre-back in that last game? So he partners David Luiz at centre-back. We've got Marcos Alonso and Azpilicueta at wing-backs again. Jorginho, Kante and Van Hinkel are my three in middle at park. I'm going to give Van Hinkel a chance to impress me because I were sort of on the fence about whether I wanted to sell him or not. Hazard and Dembele are out wide in this one, and Morata once again starting up front, though hopefully Morata won't be starting every game if we can get that Jesus deal across the line. This in theory should be the easiest of the 3 games that we are going to be playing in this tournament, but you know, it's not really going to be mattering anymore because tournament is done. We don't stand a chance of getting anywhere near because it's just 3 games and then you're off. Come on, ref. Hazard calling for it down the line. There's Alonso, looks for Morata, Hazard again. Oh, Hazard gives the ball away. It is to Traore. Is it Bertrand Traore? Got Jorginho with him either way. Oh, slips that ball into Diaz behind. Can he keep it in? He can. Oh, and we've conceded early on again. Weren't the best defending, were it? Yeah, well, good. I mean, well worked goal. But okay, let's try and get back in this one then, shall we? It should be a Chelsea throw, though. It is. There's Kante. Kante can whip him from distance. Oh, off the crossbar. Finds Dembele again. Dembele gives it away. Azpilicueta should keep hold of it. Is Dembele again. Oh, a 2-minute box and they both let it go. There's Marcos Alonso looking for a pass to Morata but doesn't make it. Just getting hit on the break time after time, and we've got the slowest defenders on pitch as well because of that team cohesion. It's Toussaint and Ndombele up to Diaz. We did win that ball at first, but the cannoning off the... Oh, well done, lad. David Luiz. I take back everything I said, sunshine. And then the referee blows the whistle and it don't matter anyway. 1-0 Leon at the break. We have made some subs at half-time. Willian has come on for Dembele, and I've brought Giroud on for Morata. Figured I might as well at least use him once before we do hopefully sell him. Oh, ref. That were a horrible tackle. That were a tackle so bad that it could have been me doing that. And Ndombele as well, a player that I actually do really like. It's a player that I would consider signing. Went short with the free kick is Kante. Finds Marcus Alonso. Willian gets him behind, takes a shot, and in the end it's saved by Anthony Lopez. Try and curl this in. Too close to... Oh, well, I thought it were too close to keeper. We actually did get a head on it. See how far off it were, though. I don't think it were really close. Yeah, just about got above his defender. There's Kante. Finds Azpilicueta. Van Hinkel. And there we go. Referee blows his whistle. Game finishes 1-0 to Leon. That makes pretty sad viewing, doesn't it, really? 0 points, 3 defeats, minus 4 goal difference. I mean, to be fair, at least we only conceded 1 against Barcelona and Leon, but need to remember to change the game plan and change my defence, how compact we are playing, because that's what's cost me. I forgot to do it 2 games in a row, and we've conceded before I forgot. Right, we've got updates for a couple of deals, well, updates for 3. The deal for Isco has fallen through, but there is, yeah, he just weren't interested. So we won't be bringing Isco in. But Jesus and Van Dijk are both interested in joining. So, I mean, that's a lot of money, but it's going to be worth it because he is a cracking defender. So we'll accept terms on that. We've still got decent money left. I wonder if we've got enough money to bring Jesus in. It looks like we have. And that were a straight up trade as well. So no money gone out of the transfer budget. We just got bugger all left in salary budget. But hopefully when we make some sales, that won't be an issue. We have brought Jesus and Van Dijk to Chelsea. There we go, English Super Cup, which I assume is actually just the Charity Shield, but with a PES name. We are going to be playing Man City in this, and given how we performed in the pre-season tournament, I ain't got a whole lot of faith. We have had a lot of offers coming though by the looks of it, so check out some of these offers and see what money that's going to bring in, and then obviously we can look at more transfer deals if the money is decent. So as we can see, Van Dijk has joined the club. So we've got a new star centre-back, as Gabriel Jesus, so I think we might start him against City, just to add a little bit of insult to injury, although we might be better off sticking him on bench. We've had an offer for Giroud from Athletic Bilbao. I will try and negotiate just to get a little bit more money out of him. Asking for like 16.8, there's a 90% chance of him accepting it. We'll see what happens with that one. With the next offer. The next offer was David Luiz from Crystal Palace. 88% chance at 12.5 mil. I'll take that risk. And then Michael Hector. This is a player that we've not actually got transfer listed, but I am happy to let go. Let's try and renegotiate that, because obviously we haven't got him transfer listed. But they don't really want him that much. I want 7 million if they want to sign him. That's 80% chance, so that's not a bad number. Is this a loan offer for Ampadu, or are they wanting to buy him? No, yeah, a loan. So it's a loan offer. 1 year for Ampadu. I am happy to accept that. So it adds 928 grand into transfer budget. Because obviously they've paid us nearly $1 million to loan him for 12 months. and hopefully Ampadu comes back a better player than he is when he leaves, because, you know, it's quite a good prospect. Charity Shield time then. We have Kepa in goal, David Luiz partners Van Dijk at centre-back, with Marcus Alonso and Azpilicueta at wing-backs. Jorginho, Kante and Van Ginkel are playing in the centre of mid again. Dembele and Hazard are out wide, and Alvaro Morata starting up front. We have got Gabriel Jesus on the bench, but I don't want to throw him straight in because I don't want to mess with team cohesion too much, whereas Van Dijk actually improved things from where we were with Rudiger at the side of David Luiz. So hopefully Jesus will come on at some point, maybe probably in the second half, and get some game time. But let's see if we can bring some silverware back to Stamford Bridge. Now this is obviously going to be a real test because City are going to have like the full strength team out, and there's every chance that it weren't full strength teams that were playing in the pre-season tournament. So this might be more of a struggle. We could get absolutely slaughtered by City. Let's face it, City probably are the best team in the league. David Luiz making a mistake already and getting that ball away. They are in over top. David Luiz is going to have to stay with Sane. He hasn't, and that's it. We conceded early again. And this time I can't make excuses because I have played around with tactics to make them changes. David Luiz is just no good. Can Jesus play out wide as well as up front? Oh, we've been done again. We've just been turned inside out. Bernardo Silva. Hazard. That's not the pass I wanted, but we do still have the ball. There's Azpilicueta. I don't know why Azpilicueta's shooting from there, but he at least tested Edison. Sane, we do steal that from Sane, and then we can't feed that through to Morata, which is a shame because if we would have got that through to Morata, that would have been a good opportunity to score. Oh, well won. Kante does lose possession straight after though. Not far off from City. Can Morata win the header? No. But do we win possession? No. There's Gundogan. Ball into Sane over top. Fortunately, I think that were offside. Ooh, that were narrow. There's Morata to Alonso. Hazard. There's Dembele. Dembele keeps drifting centrally. I think I might need to look at that. And if we've got played centrally instead of out wide. Either way, Dembele and Hazard do keep drifting inside, which is not ideal, even though I want them to drift inside a little bit because we play as inside forwards. Well, there we go. Ref blows the whistle. That is 2-0 to City at half-time. Oh, Morata. Ball stolen from him as well. Marcus Alonso goes in for the challenge. Bernardo Silva does get past him. That's straight over the top. Luiz lets his man go. We do scramble that away though. There's Morata, finds Hazard. Sets Alonso off. Here's Hazard again. Here's Alonso again. Oh. Kante couldn't make it to that free ball, and there is space in behind here. I'm going to have to be careful. David Luiz. Oh, Van Dijk's been turned. He does get back to cover though, and we do get that ball away. And Dembele could be off. Dembele could be in. Hazard. Oh, and he's turned it wide. That were close. That were a good bit of attacking movement at least. Dembele managing to get in behind the defence and keep possession as he turns. Just Hazard just weren't set up right for the shot. Oh, David Luiz caught in possession from that throw-in. Does win the ball back to his credit. Oh, and then Kante gives it away in the worst place imaginable. Alonso doing his best to win the ball back, and then wow. Wow. That Fabregas. It would be Fabregas, wouldn't it? And there we go, confirmation of them subs then. Jesus is number 4. We're going to have to change them numbers at some point. It's Kovacic. Here is Jesus. Shrugs off his man. Finds Jorginho. Oh, we tried. We tried to dance inside. We do win that ball back and then lose it straight after, which is not ideal. That's straight in behind defence again, and that's 4. I don't even know what to say. We've not played this badly until this game so far in either episode. David Luiz against Sane. I think I know who's going to win in a foot race in that one, didn't you? Kante does get a block on it. Whoa! That was nearly a horrid back pass. And then Dembele gets caught with ball under his foot. Does keep it in though. Fair play to him there. Here's Kovacic. Oh, we just couldn't turn. Can we get a cross on this? We can. We're not going to win that ball in the air though, are we? And there we go. Referee calls for the whistle, blows the whistle. Worst defeat I think I've ever had on this channel. 4-0 to Manchester City. A lot of work to do if we are going to challenge for the league. Well, we finished this episode with another 2 defeats, but we also have some transfer news. We've had deals come back, well, offers come back. Yeah, Atletico Bilbao have accepted the terms for Giroud, so we can say goodbye to Olivier Giroud. That adds quite a considerable amount of money to the budget. What else? David Luiz. Looks like David Luiz will be leaving. Yep. Crystal Palace happy to pay what we asked, so we'll accept those terms as well. Even more money added to the budget. We've now got like 14 million salary budget, as well as a 58 million transfer budget. The offer from Ibar, or Ibar, I assume Ibar, has been accepted as well. So Michael Hector will be leaving for another 7 million. I think that was the last one. I think the only other bit of news was Ampadu has left the club. Yeah, Ampadu has left the club. He's gone on loan to Huracan? Either way, he's gone on loan for a year and will gain some valuable experience. So we have lots of money to play with, hopefully, now moving forward, and we can possibly think about maybe a couple more deals before window shuts. I think we really could do with somebody that can play backup to Eden Hazard. Unfortunately, who can you pick to play backup to Eden Hazard? There aren't that many players. But we shall see. For now, though, that is the end of this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, twat that thumbs up button. And if you want to see whether we get relegated, which is a possibility, but we have been playing, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Other than that, cheers for watching, guys. And as usual, I'll see you in the next episode.